He tied them up, brutally beat them, and then strangled them both to death. What makes this case even more tragic is that the Carrs had a 4-year-old granddaughter, Debbie, asleep in another room. Hello true crime fans, and welcome to Behind the Yellow Tape. Today we're going to examine a man whose reign of terror across the United States in the mid-1970s earned him the chilling moniker the Casanova Killer. We're talking about Paul John Knowles. Knowles was born in Orlando, Florida in 1946. His early life, like many serial offenders, showed signs of instability. He spent time in reformatories and prisons for various offences, including burglary and assault. But it wasn't until 1974, after escaping from a jail in Jacksonville, that Knowles truly unleashed the monster within himself. His crime spree began on the 26th of July 1974, when he abducted and murdered his first known victim, 19-year-old high school student Judy K. Campbell from Jacksonville. He strangled her, dumped her body in a remote area, and then proceeded to use her credit cards. This act set a terrifying pattern for the months to come. Knowles was a chameleon, capable of charming his victims before brutally attacking them. He would often pose as a stranded motorist, a repairman, or even a police officer. His victims were predominantly young women, but he also killed men, children, and even an elderly couple. His methods varied, from strangulation and stabbing to shooting, often leaving behind a scene of horrifying violence. One of the most chilling aspects of Knowles' rampage was his seemingly random nature. He didn't stay in one area for long, travelling relentlessly across multiple states: Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, and even far north as Connecticut. This made him incredibly difficult to track, as law enforcement agencies in different jurisdictions struggled to connect the dots. Let's delve into one of the particularly harrowing incidents. On the 25th of October 1974 in Centerville, Georgia, Knowles broke into the home of husband and wife Carswell and Catherine Carr. He tied them up, brutally beat them, and then strangled them both to death. What makes this case even more tragic is that the Carrs had a 4-year-old granddaughter, Debbie, asleep in another room. Knowles left her unarmed, a detail that baffled investigators and further highlighted the unpredictable nature of his violence. This seemingly random act of sparing a child in the midst of such savagery only added to the terrifying enigma of Paul Knowles. His murderous odyssey continued, leaving a trail of death and destruction. It's estimated that he was responsible for at least 18 murders, though some speculate the number could be as high as 35. The sheer volume and brutality of his crimes sent shockwaves across the nation, creating a climate of fear wherever his path led. The manhunt for Knowles became a national priority. The FBI joined the investigation and a massive effort was launched to apprehend him. His luck finally ran out on the 17th of November 1974 in Gainesville, Florida. Following a high-speed chase, he crashed his car and was apprehended by Florida Highway Patrol troopers. However, the story of Paul John Knowles doesn't end with his capture. While being transported by 2 deputies, Knowles managed to overpower them, grabbing one of their weapons. In the ensuing struggle, Knowles was shot and killed. The official report stated that he was shot while attempting to escape. And with that, the reign of the Casanova Killer come to a violent and definitive end. The legacy of Paul Knowles is one of terror and heartbreak. He remains a stark reminder of the darkness that can lurk within human nature. Thank you for listening today, and remember, stay behind the yellow tape.